So, in der letzten Folge haben wir den, ja, die letzte Attraktion, lasst mich vorbei, die letzte Attraktion abgeschlossen von dem Mondlichtfestival und jetzt, ja, keine Ahnung, was jetzt passiert.
Hey there, Columbina! Are you done checking out the festive amusements already? Are you sure you don't want to look around some...
Right now, what I'd like to do is... Thank you. But I think I've had enough fun for one night. I've made plenty of precious memories.
Really? You're sure you don't want to have a little more fun out there?
Yes.
Ich finde aber schön, dass sie gleich zweimal nachfragen. Muss man ja tatsächlich mal durchlesen, was da steht.
I've ever had on a moon prayer night. Everywhere I went, people were saying, "Welcome home." And there were friends at every turn. I only wish it could last longer than one night.
Oh.
Yes.
Nächstes
You're
Jahr dann.
Right. The moon prayer block.
Ooh, look! Look!
Moon prayer night has... The moon. It's so beautiful.
Happy moon prayer night, dear.
Happy moon prayer night.
Happy moon prayer night.
Aww.
Sind Sie jetzt traurig darüber, dass es vorbei ist oder dass sie weg ist?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh.
Looks like the time has come.
Warum denn jetzt alle? Das ergibt ja gar keinen Sinn.
Columbina. You're heading off then?
Dann lasst sie uns
Yes,
zum Monde
to the ruins
schicken.
you mentioned. And from there, back home to the moon.
Wait! I know? At least...
Take one of our craft shops crumb-cakes up to the moon with you.
Sure. Why not?
The Curatorium of Secrets believes in proper farewells. Never.
Farewells are an important affair for the Ratniki, too.
Haha! And here I thought grand farewells wouldn't suit tonight's mood. But I suppose friendly passion is not to be stopped, eh?
We made a little something for you, Columbina. Ta-da!
What is it?
A Moon Prayer Night greeting card. With drawings by all of your friends.
Oha. Was bist du? Warte mal, ich sehe das gar nicht, ne? Warte, ich mach mal ganz kurz mich weg. Was ist das hier? Warum meint sie sich so? Wer hat Columbina gemalt? Warum kann Waka so gut malen?
You
That's
did
crazy.
mention that you'd like a portrait done, so I took the liberty of creating one for you.
I, meanwhile, did the portrait of Mr. Albedo.
Ah!
And Mr. Varka did the same for me.
Ah, okay, nee, dann hat Marker das gemalt und Albedo das und Flintz das. Ja, das sieht gut aus. Ja, sogar mit Unterschrift hier.
I mean, I think my work was pretty true to life, don't you?
The picture of Ashru was my doing. The two of you seem to get along rather well.
Wait, was I the only one who did a full body picture? That's so embarrassing.
Es ist wirklich ein
I
bisschen
did pictures of me and Anefa.
I did my own portrait and one for Hat Guy.
Das ergibt Sinn.
Plus, there's the two mages, Arlecchino and Sandrone. So, if you ever miss us, just flip the card open and we'll all be right there with you.
Hat Lauma sich dann wahrscheinlich auch selbst gezeichnet.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, everyone. This whole moon prayer night was more than I could have ever asked for. It is the greatest gift I have ever received.
Boah, ich bin wieder zurück.
Lauma, I figured it out.
Was genau?
Remember how the Frost Moon Scions used to use milk as invisible ink to write hidden messages?
That was a very long time ago. Oh, are you saying?
Yes. When I miss you all, I shall use moonlight in the same way, to write words that only you can see upon the moon itself.
Kennt ihr den Modus Ocarina of Time? Genau, so sieht das dann am Ende aus. Ich sehe schon kommen.
Wow, that sounds lovely.
Quite. But
Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright.
That sounds most fitting indeed.
I'll try to write them in place.
I, for one, would
Exactly. So don't worry about it.
All right. I promise.
Wie kriegen wir sie jetzt überhaupt auf den Mond?
In that case,
I'm ready. Very well.
Wie kriegen wir sie auf den Mond? Wie Mond, Columbina.
In just a few moments, I will be gone.
Chillig.
I still don't know what to expect on the moon. Will I really be able to send messages to my friends?
Ich weiß auch gar nicht. Ich glaube, ich stelle mir das irgendwie so
The
langweilig
animals
vor.
of Nod-Krai. I'll never get to see them again. I wonder where I'll... This is where the people of Hyperboric...
Eternal moon, frost moon, iridescent moon.
The gate to the moons.
moon marrow preparations are complete. Only the fun.
I'm sure Nasha Town is livelier than ever at the...
Yeah. It's a shame you couldn't be there for it.
It's fine. I'm more than happy with this. My last piece of luggage. My only... I can already feel them.
Boy. Aber sie wird safe nochmal zurückkommen. In einer zukünftigen Quest.
Your home lies on the far
From now on.
Columbina.
Yes.
Es gibt
Be
irgendwie...
sure to come
Alter,
back
sie
and
kann
see us when you
wirklich
get the chance.
so immer mal wieder hin und her reisen.
But if that chance doesn't come, then remember that you have friends.
Yes, I will. Thank you for... And remember... Well then.
Boy.
Farewell.
Die enjoyen jetzt ihre Zeit hier noch.
Thank you. This was my happiest night in Teyvat.
Farewell, Columbina.
The moon really is closer than ever tonight.
Och nee.
Columbina.
All 3 moons in one place. Time for one final experiment. Reason, life, death, time and space. They all believed I would fail.
Oh, nein.
How could this happen?
But Tevat's primordial power never did belong to the throne of heaven.
Oh nein.
And now, they are mine.
No, as long as I'm here. The doctor is free to wield the 3 moons' power. It's the only way. I guess I won't be going home today.
Columbina! No!
Stubborn world, do not try to control me.
Columbina.
Wo ist sie hin? Aber wir auch einfach die Zeit stoppen
Do your
konnte.
wounds still hurt?
I had someone prepare a little medicine that could prove effective. Take it if you need to.
In that case, let me relate the contents of the call we made to Alice after the...
That Dottore is a crafty one. He distracted the Hexenzirkel by creating a huge fuss at Tevat's borders. I'd assumed that the cause was an abyssal intrusion from the outside world, which in fairness is a rather common occurrence. But after learning that you managed to influence the phantoms in Nod-Krai, I realized that perhaps this...
But we weren't able to change their fates.
True. You couldn't change how their stories ended, but you did build...
Variables?
Yes. Things you heard that you could not otherwise have learned. Ideas that would otherwise have... Of course, most variables usually pale into insignificance with the myriad of possibilities floating around. But the moment you start treating them as building blocks and intentionally stacking them, that changes things. That's what Dottore did, and it's how he created the necessary conditions so that when...
However, we have no way...
Yeah, we also need to ascertain...
And that about sums it up.
As I suspected, Dottore has disappeared completely. If it's any consolation, he wasn't able to control Columbina.
Oh no! What? She did what? All we saw was Dottore appeared and used some kind of power. The next...
So, Columbina intentionally opened the moon gate and escaped into the...
Sounds like bad news.
Seen in that way, the trilunar syzygy and Revere's emergence, Dottore, according to Miss Alice, he is attempting to transcend his destiny and finish an experiment.
An utter lunatic.
Wait a sec. Where's Hat Guy?
He took off with the Dodo communication device after we spoke to Alice. He said he had a hunch that he wanted to investigate by himself. The look on his face was...
I'm back.
Hat Guy!
I went to look for the Hyperborean phantoms again. I think I got them to talk to Nicole on the other end of the communications line. Turns out,
Really? But how?
Because the phantoms are the ones who were deceived. They speak of a savior who appeared in their history. This savior promised to create a new moon within the false sky. And foolishly, they believed in him. It's obvious that this was Dottore.
Now you mention it, the first time we entered the Hyperborean ruins, we heard the phantoms discussing their history, and I remember
But Dottore shouldn't have been able to get in.
He didn't. Nicole said that this was an anomalous state triggered by disruptions in the causal connections between phantoms from the same era. The variables that Dottore put in place were substantial enough that they even affected...
So it's not that their memories were unclear.
That's exactly the possibility Dottore was trying to manufacture. He turned these variables into knowledge and engineered the situation. Then, he harnessed that knowledge on Moon Prayer Night.
How is that even possible?
To be precise, he exploited a weakness in the way the spell works. The spell senses Kuvaki to detect the moon's location. So, as long as the false moon more strongly resembled the moon than the frost moon beyond the skies, the gate would teleport Columbina to the false moon's location. And once he had her under control, the teleportation spell remained active, and he manipulated her power to seize both moon marrows.
At that moment, the moon marrows disappeared right before our eyes. It was...
By then, Dottore had already amassed the power of all three.
So, where does it...
I'd certainly like to know what Her Majesty thinks, now that the concerns I expressed to her have come to pass. But we cannot simply... And in any case, it is not the Fatui Harbinger Damselette who sees us as her friends, but rather Columbina Hyposelenia. If, even in such extreme circumstances, then I will do as my heart demands. I will fight as Peruware in... Our time is short, so I'll make...
Oha.
Whew. You and Arlecchino's...
Wir fahren Bürgerkrieg unter den Fatui.
All right. Lose those dejected looks for a moment and let me get a word in. It looks bad, I won't lie.
Gesehen,
so Dottore's pulled some real dirty tricks to get... And yeah, it's to the point where even the mages say that his... Many have told me that Tevat's destiny is... And since he was able to stack his variables up, who's to say we can't do the same? You of all people should not be discouraged, traveler from afar. This isn't over yet. And you're not alone, but none of us. That's exactly how a knight should roll. They not...
Mark is right. This is fault. Dottore's already way overdue a butt-kicking given his past shenanigans.
That's what how's everyone else?
I'll use Kuvaki to investigate Columbina's whereabouts.
Leave the intel gathering to me.
Anno and I will do all we can to support you.
Alice and Nicole are busy dealing with an emergency at Tevat's borders, so they can't, but they're both very angry about this. They've asked Albedo and me to act on the Hexens.
Are you ready then?
I'll do my best.
As for me, I'm pretty familiar with Dottore's way of doing things.
Nice! Looks like we have our basic division. I'll get in touch with Flints and Itlua, get them to have a chat with their Starshiner. At the same time, I'll pass on instructions to the Knights present in Nod-Krai.
Yeah!
Boah, ob das reicht.
That's it then.
Ja, vor dem Typen habe ich wirklich ein wenig Respekt, muss ich zugeben. So einen vorsichtigen Respekt, wenn ihr versteht, was ich meine. Tupf.
I never thought that Columbina would be... It went from being a Fatui code name, and remember, come night or day, the moonlight...
Was ist ein Storyabschluss? Aber Guys, ihr wisst, was das bedeutet. Das war's mit der Archon-Quest für diese Version. Und die nächste Version, die steht in 2 bis 3 Wochen an. Heißt, wir gucken wie immer, was wir in der Zwischenzeit machen. Vielleicht ein kleines Nebenprojekt in der Zeit, was kommen wird auf dem Kanal hier. Ich weiß nicht, inwiefern wir irgendwie noch was anderes machen. Das hier oder so. Mal schauen. Kann ich mir schon vorstellen. Hier steht, wir brauchen 5 Kalendertage. Dann klingt das noch etwas, das wir bald mal anfangen sollten. In any case, ich bedanke mich wie immer fürs Zusehen. Wir sehen uns spätestens... Ja gut, wir sehen uns bei wahrscheinlich noch ein paar Events hier. Das hier ist auch noch ein Event, das wir machen. Das da ist was wir machen müssen. Das hier ist was wir machen müssen. Und mir gab ja auch noch irgendwo ein Event. Ah, hier. Das hier ist noch was wir machen müssen. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Bis dahin und ciao, ciao.